I love my eyes so much. I really love my eyes. Simple hello. 1 second. Let me give my birdie wordy some food. Oh my god. Oh, hold on. I'll walk with you. Hold on. I need to get them some food. This is crazy. Them food done. Hold on, you know. Alright. Inside. Come here. Go for it. Alright. I'm back. Gave my birdie wordy some food. Alright, YouTube folks, are you hearing me? Because I was on here. Oh, you can hear now. Okay. Alright. Hi, Patricia. How are you? Alright. Let me let down the natty to read the news, yeah? Alright. Alright. Let's get into the news, guys. And after I read the news, I have some good news to share with you. Some really good news. Amazing news. Delroy, hello. All right, here we go. Spirit Airlines is set to resume the non-stop route from Baltimore or Washington International Airport to Sanctuary International Airport in Montego Bay starting July 11, 2025. The service will run 3 times per week on Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays, providing travelers with greater access to one of the Caribbean's most popular travel destinations. Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett says this non-stop flight from Baltimore highlights Jamaica's rising popularity as a top travel destination, while also reinforcing the economic and cultural connections between our island and the U.S. East Coast. Okay. A woman was reportedly mowed down in a motor vehicle accident along the Greenwood Main Road in St. James Monday night. Unconfirmed reports identify the woman as a resident of the United Kingdom who was traveling as a pillion on a motorcycle about 8 p.m. when the incident occurred. Eyewitness reports indicate that a woman and a man traveling on a motorcycle were plowed into by a car that was trying to navigate its way onto the main road from a nearby establishment. The woman suffered severe injuries and was later pronounced dead at hospital. The man, who also sustained injuries, is said to not be in serious condition. The whereabouts of the driver are currently unknown. Hi, Sabrina. A mother and her 6-year-old son have been rendered homeless following a fire at their home in the Estuary housing scheme on Tuesday. That's this morning. They managed to escape the house without injuries but lost most of their belongings. And this is in St. James, by the way. The fire, which started just after 7 a.m., caused major damage to the structure and contents. The fire brigade reported that I forgot I need to do the trick so I can stop yawning while I'm reading. Hold on, I need to drink something cold. No, stop. Off with you. All right, where were we? The fire brigade reported that they received the call about 7:34 a.m. and responded with 2 units from the Montego Bay station. Firefighters managed to contain the blaze, but not before it had caused extensive damage. Investigators from the brigade have been deployed, they were deployed to the scene. "50 Haitian nationals who entered Jamaica illegally were repatriated to Haiti Monday night. The group, which included men, women, and children, departed the Coast Guard base at Boundbrook Wharf in Port Antonio at 8:31 p.m. aboard a Jamaica Defense Force Coast Guard vessel. According to reports, the group comprised 35 men, 5 boys, 6 women, and 4 girls. It is understood that one of the women who arrived on the island on Sunday, 7 months pregnant, required emergency surgery. Additionally, several members of the group had been staying in St. Mary after arriving on the island some time ago. The repatriation was carried out in coordination with the relevant authorities. Jaja. A Jamaican man on Saturday died in Florida in a motorcycle crash while reportedly trying to elude Florida Highway Patrol troopers. The deceased has been identified as a 27-year-old Craig Thomas, who resided in Goldburn District in Lawrence Tavern, St. Andrew. The crash reportedly occurred along the Front Beach Main Road. Reports are that about 11:45 p.m., Thomas was riding a red Suzuki Sport motorcycle along the roadway when troopers initiated a traffic stop. He reportedly failed to comply and attempted to flee, but reportedly lost control of the bike, resulting in a crash that ejected him from the motorcycle. Reports are that life-saving assistance was rendered at the scene by troopers until personnel from Bay County EMS and Panama City Beach Fire Rescue arrived. Thomas was pronounced dead at the scene. The Gleaner obtained an arrest file which shows that Thomas was arrested in the U.S. in November 2024 for a misdemeanor. According to multiple sources, including close associates who attended school with Thomas and someone close to the investigation, given his arrest, Thomas was trying to avoid coming into contact with agents from the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE. The U.S. government has been conducting mass deportation of illegal migrants and immigrants who break the law since President Donald Trump began his second term in the Oval Office in January. Oh boy. So young. It's unfortunate. The case against dancehall artist Cbridge, who is being accused of promoting gang violence in a song, was postponed in the St. Catherine Parish Court because the case file is incomplete. Cbridge, whose given name is Marlon Plunkett, was charged by the police over a song that they claim endorses gang violence and pays tribute to alleged One Order gang leader Othniel Thickman Laban, who was fatally shot by police. The 45-year-old is charged with the use of audio and audiovisual communication to promote criminal activity. In this case, I need an attorney to come on to explain this to us, because if they're charging him for promoting gang violence, what to the other artists them where promote the same thing in for them songs? I don't understand why Cbridge alone. But then, in court today, acting senior parish judge Janelle Nelson Gale was informed that a report from the police's communication forensic cybercrime division is still outstanding. As a result, the case was pushed back to September 19. Cbridge is out on station bail. According to allegations, on January 25, the police heard and saw a WhatsApp recording that allegedly contains lyrics endorsing criminality, the One Order gang, and threats against the police in retaliation for Laban's killing. I get it. An investigation was launched revealing that the song, titled Stay Far Freestyle, was performed by Plunkett. He, along with several other men, was listed as a person of interest by the police and asked to turn himself in. The entertainer admitted to recording the song for a promoter, but stated that he had no ill intent. He later surrendered to the Spanish Town police, accompanied by his lawyer, and was subsequently charged. Jaja. Purity Unique, are you a news anchor? Not anymore. I used to be. All right, and we are going down the line. The Spanish Town police have launched an investigation into the stabbing death of a man during a dispute at a garage in Limeree last night. The deceased has been identified as 21-year-old Jerome James of Portmore, St. Catherine. Reports are that about 10:50 p.m., James and a man were at the garage when they had a fight, during which he was stabbed in the neck. He was assisted to the nearby Spanish Town Hospital, where he succumbed while undergoing treatment. The St. Catherine North Quick Response Team on Monday seized an AK-47 rifle with a magazine containing 14 rounds of ammunition on Dallas Lane in Spanish Town. Reports from the Spanish Town police are that about 4:50 p.m., lawmen were conducting an operation in the area when they made the find along the banks of the river. No one was taken into custody in relation to the seizure. A man who was injured on Sunday in a gun attack at a barbershop in Grand Spend, St. Andrew, has died. Dead is 44-year-old barber Damian Lee of Oddmont Lane, Kingston 8, who passed away in hospital on Monday. It is reported that about 4:05 p.m., Lee was at the barber shop, which is located along Shortwood Drive, when he was shot by unknown assailants who escaped. He was assisted to the Kingston Public Hospital, where he was admitted. He died the following day. The Constant Spring Criminal Investigation Branch is probing the matter. President of the University of Technology Jamaica, UTEK, Dr. Kevin Brown, says the school plans to expand its nighttime shuttle service for students living close to campus. The university currently operates a service that takes students as far away as Spanish Town and Portmore in St. Catherine. The move follows the discovery of skeletal remains believed to be that of missing student Anissa Dilworth. A taxi operator with the company InDrive remains in custody in relation to the suspected abduction and murder of Anissa. The university staged a peace march through the streets of Papine on Monday, calling for an end to violence against women. Dr. Brown was also joined on the front line by Principal of the University of the West Indies, Mona, Professor Denzel Williams. He says the incident has led the university to consider other ways of addressing safety concerns and minimizing violent encounters. Why are we so, you know, it's good that they're doing this, but why are we so reactive? Why we always wait until shit hit the fan? We start put this in place, we start do this, we start do that. Why people have to lose them life? Why people have to get hurt first before things happen? I mean, from before this incident, you hear about violence against women, and whole heap of UE students I said them get robbed and hold up in a taxi and all rape and all sort of something, and you wait until one of them, you wait until this UTEK student is murdered. You don't want to say, oh, let's do this. We're too reactive as a country, brother. We need to be proactive. But anyway, we move on. The Southeast Regional Health Authority, SARA, is condemning reports of attacks on vector control workers and other public health staff. Vector control workers focus on preventing and managing the spread of mosquito-borne diseases. SARA says it has received reports that several workers have been physically and verbally assaulted while carrying out health interventions in select communities. The authority says it's especially concerned as it is soon expected to ramp up activities with the hurricane season fast approaching. SARA asserts that its work is vital and must be conducted in an environment of safety and respect. It says no employee should face threats, abuse, or physical harm while performing their lawful duties in the service of public health. The authority is urging all Jamaicans to support the efforts of public health teams and to reject any form of violence or intimidation. Better say, want better any money. So them people abuse the vector control people them because them feel like a virus. The government has sent come spread to kill them off. You want better say that? And then when mosquito and them alive, them say one complain, say Andrew now do this, Christoph now do that. Oh my God, you can't please people. And the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, says there's no need to wait 24 hours to report a family member missing. It has issued a statement reminding the public about the reporting procedure. The JCF says it understands that the disappearance of a loved one is a deeply distressing experience. It says in such difficult times, knowing the correct procedure is essential. The JCF says the belief that one must wait 24 hours before filing a missing persons report is a misconception. It says the report should be made immediately. Prompt reporting is crucial as it allows the JCF to begin its investigation and search efforts without delay. This increases the chances of locating the individual safely. The JCF is reminding the public that every moment counts when someone is missing. To report a missing person, you can visit your nearest police station or contact them by phone. The police say when making a report, be prepared to provide as much detail as possible about the missing person. This includes their full name, date of birth, physical description, clothing last worn, last known location, and any relevant circumstances surrounding the missing person. The JCF says providing a recent photograph is also highly recommended. Opposition spokesman on transport, Michael Phillips, has criticized the government's plan to implement a rural bus service. Over 250 schools are set to benefit under Phase 1 of the service, which is expected to come on stream at the start of the next school year. 60 buses, which will all be retrofitted, are set to be pressed into service come September, with another 40 to be added in January 2026. Phillips says the government's plan is unsustainable. In the meantime, Phillips, who is a member of parliament for Northwest Manchester, says Prime Minister Andrew Holness is refusing to call the elections because he fears defeat. Guys, it's soon election time. The Prime Minister can call the election at any time. Are you guys voting? Are you guys voting in the next general elections? Oh wow. The Portmore Municipal Corporation is warning property owners in gated communities that building bridges can cost them up to $2.5 million. In fines. Non-compliance with regulations can also result in property demolition. The corporation says it has seen a significant increase in building violations within gated communities across the municipality. It singled out Phoenix Park as an example, saying it has identified more than 60 breaches there. The municipality says it has issued over 30 notices. It warns that homeowners who fail to comply will be liable on conviction to a fine of between $1.5 million and $2.5 million. Under the Building Act of 2018, a person shall not carry out building work unless a building permit in respect of the building work has been issued to them. So if you don't have nobody at Phoenix Park, tell them to do the right thing, yeah? All right. We're going down the line. We are going down the line. Executive Director of Jamaicans for Justice, JFJ, Michael Jackson, is calling on the government to clarify whether women and girls can use pepper spray as a self-defense tool. The Offensive Weapons Prohibition Act does not identify the use of pepper spray for personal protection as unlawful. However, the Firearms Act makes it unclear whether the item can be carried for protection. The issue has created some level of uncertainty among members of the public. In the meantime, Ms. Jackson is urging the public to report all incidents of abuse against women and girls. President of the Nurses Association of Jamaica, NAJ, Limeree Richards, says overcrowding in hospitals across the island increases the security risk for nurses. Her comments followed protests by nurses across the country on Monday. This as they demanded an end to violence against nurses and, more broadly, against women and girls. The demonstrations were in response to the physical assault of a nurse by a man in Mount Friendship, St. Andrew last Tuesday. Nurse Richards says there's urgent need for greater respect and protection for nurses. Guys, I want to reach 10,000 likes it. But I'm not going good. I'm not going good at all. But I'm not going in good. I'm gonna send a gifts are coming in and them something to true. I'm gonna say taps and roses. Come on. Yes, Wizzo. Yes. He's so bossy. What do you want? Come. Say hi. Say hi. Kiss. Kiss. Good job. You not go to bed. Hmm? All right. And we move on. Investigations continue into the fatal shooting of a woman and the hospitalization of a policeman following a violent altercation in Maysmere, Little London, Westmoreland last Thursday. The incident occurred around 7:40 p.m. at the home of the policeman, who's assigned to the Morgansbridge police station in the parish. It is understood that the policeman had just returned home from duty when he was ambushed by his estranged partner, 38-year-old cosmetologist Janice Francis of Albany Housing Scheme, also in Little London. Sources say Francis was lying in wait in the dark at the rear of the officer's home, armed with a machete. It is reported that as he approached his house, she reportedly attacked him, leading to a struggle during which the policeman discharged his service firearm. Cool. All right. Both individuals sustained gunshot wounds. Francis was shot multiple times in the upper body, while the policeman was shot in the left hand. Neighbors, alerted by the commotion, reportedly found the policeman in the front yard and Francis to the rear of the premises. She was transported to hospital by the Little London Police, while the policeman was assisted by residents. Francis was taken into surgery but later succumbed to her injuries. Sources reveal that the two shared a past relationship and were parents to twin children, a boy and a girl. The boy died at approximately 5 months old, and it is alleged that Francis held the lawman responsible for the child's death. Following the loss, the relationship deteriorated and the two separated. The policeman later reportedly entered a new relationship. Sources in the community say while the policeman had moved on, Francis apparently did not. Francis had allegedly been stalking the member of the constabulary in the months leading up to the incident. Residents in the community described Francis as a very confrontational and dangerous, and she previously attacked the policeman and his spouse. In March 2025, she reportedly moved to the Maysmere community, approximately 100 meters from the policeman's residence, which he shares with his current partner, who is overseas. Sources also disclosed that Francis had previously accused the lawman of inappropriate conduct involving his daughter on social media. A police investigation and subsequent medical examination reportedly found no evidence to support the claims. The Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, has launched a probe into the incident. Guys, I don't know how many of you used to see those videos. There's this lady here on TikTok, well, she was here on TikTok, who did a video to say that she sent her daughter to spend time with her father, who is a police, and from she get back the baby, she noticed that the baby vagina bruised, and she had tell the man, say, okay, maybe you wipe her too hard, so be gentle. And she have to carry the baby, go doctor, and one bag of something. Yeah, she did accuse him of inappropriate conduct with the child. But as you heard here in this news story, a police investigation and subsequent medical exams found no evidence to support the claims that the man molested his daughter. So yeah, there's a lot to unpack here. Hello, Rob Hemley. Hello, Ryan. Yeah, there's a lot to unpack here. And some good news. Murders are down by 42%. Make we talk. Hello. Murders are down by 42%. The latest crime data from the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, says up to May 17 this year, 257 homicides had been committed. That's 182, fewer than the 439 murders recorded in the corresponding period last year. So, 200 up to May 17 this year, 257 murders were recorded. Yeah? And when compared to last year up to May 17, there were 439 murders. So last year was 439, this year up to May 17, 257. Not bad. The St. Andrews South continues to be a hot spot, leading the country's murder tally with 35. St. Catharines South is second with 24 murders. Two divisions have seen an increase in homicides, and they are St. Mary and Portland. Meanwhile, shootings have declined by 32%, coming in at 281 up to May 17. Rapes are also down by 45%, while robberies declined by 8%. However, the JCF says break-ins have increased by 16%, coming in at 414. Hello, Smiley. Shay is a problem. Hey, girl, hey. Andrea Reed. Thank you. Oh, bird feather. J-Star Promotion. Hello. All right. So I posted this story on my TikTok today, and somebody said, where the murders are decreased. I'm gonna say, in Jamaica, and the person was like, and the person was like, well, a lot of murders, enough murders are being committed, but they're not in the media. So I said, do you watch every newscast every day on all local stations? Do you listen the newscast on all radio stations? Do you read all newspaper outlets? Crickets. That man understand. You don't have data, you don't have statistics. The people who fight crime are giving you the statistics, and you gotta tell them, say a lie, them I tell. Shay, boy, I don't know, it give me headache, like it nudge me teeth, like honestly. It nudge me teeth. Also, guys, a decrease in murders doesn't mean the complete absence of murders. So the JCF saying murders have declined, you know what I mean, say no murder not keep whatsoever. So the JCF will come out and say, oh, murders have declined by 42%, and them say, oh, allow not tell, cause a man get shot at Mobile last night. Oh my God, guys. Decline. Them never say eradication. Them say decline. Reduction mean take away some gone, some stop, keep. It never say wipe out completely. Come on, guys. Let's get it together. Let us get it together. It's like how enough people can nitpick the mix up and get to the bottom of the mix up and them something there. Want to nitpick them something out. Them something of national importance and get to the bottom of it same way, yeah? Remember, you know, love so not have freedom of speech, but yeah, God also give you freedom of sense. Use them, please. Thank you. And the Minister of Justice, Delaware Chuck, is urging Jamaicans to set down a will to avoid disputes between family members. So in Patois, the Justice Minister said, if you write in a will before you kick the bucket, so on a family no fight over on a dead left when no gone. Okay? The minister says Jamaicans should seek to create a will as early as 21. I want me at 21, I'll me have a 2 frack and 1 slippers. Really, when me at 21, me don't have nothing. At 21, 2 frack and 3 slippers. And maybe 1 sneakers did in the mix. And 1 little high top boot. Yeah. Okay. Right. I'm just a say. There is Yeah, he was speaking at a fair, at a justice fair for the disabled last Friday. And the fair allowed members of the disabled community to access critical services such as the Administrator General, Legal Aid Council, and Registrar General. The minister says one of the most significant family disputes centers around property left by a deceased relative without clear instructions as to how it should be disposed of. Yeah, I'm probably forgot right away because God forbid something happen to me when I'm responsible for them, I forget my birthday. Right, Whistle? Which one of your auntie them you want to stay with? But when I think about that, right? Because I live till my 109 and you're with me for another 24 years, right? Kiss. 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 Good job. Well, like you don't want to kiss me, so. Sure. All right. Let's moving on. Everything engineering. Hola. Hello. Dread Taylor. Hi. Oral Morgan. Hi. Natoya. Why I laugh? All right. So remember the 9-year-old girl that was found dead upside down in a barrel, and the suspect in her death was, shortly after coroner by the police. A post-mortem examination conducted on the body of 9-year-old Kelsey Farriagan has reportedly found that she died by strangulation. The post-mortem was done on Sunday at the House of Tranquility Funeral Home in Kingston. Her body reportedly had bruises and lacerations. The examination also confirmed that the child was raped. Jesus Christ. Hair strands suspected to be from the alleged killer, Giovanni Ellis, were found on her body. Ellis was shot dead in a reported confrontation with the police in Sandy Bay, Clarendon last Monday. Reports are that the police seized an illegal firearm in the incident. Kelsey's partially naked body was discovered upside down in a barrel at her home about 8 p.m. on Friday, May 9. And it was her brother who found her, and he hasn't been the same since then. Ellis, otherwise called Coolie Man, was reportedly out on bail on a sexual offense matter involving a minor at the time of the incident. I don't understand why them a give people, why them people here get bail. Why them people here get bail? Why? When I feel like say, oh, I could just lock them up 40 days and 40 nights and let them out, but they must learn their lesson, and them are gonna come out and say, oh wow, I've learned my lesson. I shall grape no more. People who grape, something deeply wrong with them. Something deeply wrong with them. You can't just lock them up, feed them 3 meals a day, give them time for bed and go out in the yard for a couple of years and let them out and all is well. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Something upsetting is a baby that, is a baby. You can imagine the pain where the little girl feel. Imagine the pain where the little girl feel. Oh God, man. Big old great one, man. He died too easy, if you ask me. Him dead quick, like, him not suffer none at all. Them just take him out quick. Boom, just so, lights out. He should have suffered. He should have suffered. Him dead too quick. With just 2 weeks to go before the new voters list is published on May 31, Director of Elections Glasspool Brown says more than 22,800 people sought to be added to the list during the last registration phase. Brown says the draft voters list is now being reviewed and all is in place for the final publication, which could have well over 2 million electors. In the meantime, Brown also gave an update on the recruitment drive for election workers. And according to this, next general elections are due by the end of September. So Yeah, bro, God can call the dates anytime. Marsha. Yep. All right. And today, frustration was mounting as the community of Parrytown in St. Anne entered its ninth day without running water, forcing a local school to suspend classes at noon. Chairman of the Parrytown Primary and Infant School in Ocho Rios, as well as councillor for the Beechertown Division, Ian Bell, says several attempts to make contact with the National Water Commission have been unsuccessful. Councillor Bell, who described the situation as a disgrace, argued that the NWC has failed to establish contingency measures to ensure the distribution of water in the area. Boy, I don't know. I'd rather live without light than water. I'm not tell a lie. I can't, especially for somebody where when me a cook, as me touch something, see me under pipe, me this under pipe. Me sit down out and do a fun with book cover, but me can't do it without the water. Me can't do it without the water. Jaja. All right, let me see if anything else came in. Yeah, water is life. All right. Oh, what did I say? Ooh, Jamaica is close to having a third mobile telecommunications provider. Minister with responsibility for telecommunications, Darrell Vaz, said he has been given the assurance that the company is far advanced in its prep activities. In his contribution to the sectoral debate in the House of Representatives, Minister Vaz said the people of Jamaica can expect a rollout of services soon. He says everything that we do is to ensure that Jamaica is an active, agile participant in the digital era, proudly competitive and fully connected. Jamaica's two mobile telecoms providers are Digicel and Flow, and one of them very thief. Me take my enough self say, oh, I go postpaid. By the end of the week, I go back to prepaid, my love, because this now cut it. This not ready. This not ready. Mr. Coley, thank you for the gifts. You're my first gifter for the night. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let me see if we missed anything important before I tell you what I have to tell you, yeah? Not seeing anything else that's rather interesting at the moment. So, let's move on, shall we? Clean, hello. All right, so guys, for those of you who are new here, I have a foundation. It's called the I Have a Heart Foundation, where we raise awareness for heart disease and we advocate for the needs of people like myself living with heart disease. Among our initiatives to date, since our inception in 2013, we have done school tours, which we want to relaunch sometime this year, maybe further down in the year. We do regular blood drives to help build and replenish the blood bank's general supply. We are part of a partnership that sponsors financially challenged patients with free heart surgeries. Between 2019 and March of this year, we have assisted 53 people with free heart surgeries, life-saving heart surgeries. May I talk, if them people never get them surgery, they would have died. Our advocacy also led to the government offering scholarships in perfusion medicine. Those two recipients are currently in training, and after they're done, the University Hospital of the West Indies will have 2 new perfusionists added to their cohort. What else do we do? Am I missing something? Yeah, and during COVID, we played our part. You know, we issued care packages across several communities in Manchester, where I was born and raised, and also in the neighboring Clarendon. So we do quite a bit of work, and I'm pretty open and vocal with my story and raising awareness and encouraging people to adopt heart healthy lifestyles, because heart disease is the leading cause of death in Jamaica. In 2023, over 6,000 people died of heart disease alone in Jamaica. You know, 6,000 people enough? Currently, as it stands, 1 in every 3 people will die from cardiovascular or heart-related disease. So, every 3 people that you count on the road, 1 of them will die from cardiovascular disease. That's how the numbers are climbing. Yeah? That's how the numbers are climbing. Rasta Chris. I probably need to try to get Minister Samuda on my live one night, so we can talk about this water thing. Yes, I was born and raised in Manchester. I'm a country girl. So yeah, my foundation, the I Have a Heart Foundation, is now an internationally recognized foundation. There is this international organization called the Global Heart Hub. It's based in Ireland, and they are the heart hub of the world, basically. And the I Have a Heart Foundation is the newest affiliate of the Global Heart Hub based in Ireland, and we are the first and only Caribbean and Jamaican affiliate. Round of applause, guys. So I will give you more information on that, but being an affiliate of the Global Heart Hub, we'll have access to new research, certain information as it relates to heart disease. We'll have access for collaboration and networking, training. So yeah, we're going to do self. We're also in the process of planning our 13th blood drive, which will be on September 27th. So start eat up on the interpels and them something from now, because when you come donate blood, I don't want to hear someone get turned back because of the iron too low. Please eat your iron-rich foods, because that is a major issue among our population. A lot of people have low iron, and they will say, oh, but me eat enough green banana, enough callaloo, enough liver, enough kidney. How is my iron low? When you are consuming iron-rich foods, please have vitamin C with it. Orange juice or whatever source of vitamin C you choose, have some vitamin C with your iron-rich foods, because your body needs the vitamin C to absorb the iron properly. Otherwise, you name all of them something in vain, my love. And you don't want that. And you don't want that, yeah? You don't want that. So, getting yourself ready. We also want to relaunch our school tour. So we are in the planning stages of that. We're also rebranding. You know, we're coming back with a new look, but the same mission: to improve lives one heart at a time. You know, this new identity represents our boldness, our clarity, and of course our same mission. You know, so we're just in the phase of wheeling and coming again. We are pull up and come again, so you guys can look out for that. Also, I will have more content coming as it relates to behind the scenes of living with heart disease, yeah, and lung disease. For those who don't know, in addition to my heart disease where I have to wear a battery in my chest, I got blood clots in my lungs, and it almost killed me, and the blood clots severely damaged my lungs. So now I'm left with lung disease, severe lung disease. Murder. So yeah, I have heart disease and lung disease. So I'm going to be creating content that takes you behind the scenes into my life, yeah. It not pretty, me not tell a lie. It not pretty. People say, oh, but you look fine. You don't look like you're sick. Well, I am sick and I'm not fine. People say, oh, you're too young to have heart disease. Heart disease knows no age, gender, status, sexuality, color, whatever. Heart disease doesn't care. I've been having signs and symptoms of heart disease since I was 7 years old. I was born with it, but I wasn't experiencing symptoms until I was 7 years old. And I wasn't diagnosed until I was 19 years old, and did my first of 5 surgeries in 2012. Yeah, some people, well, no one has ever said it to me, but I know people, if I tell people, they might think it, oh, you're lazy. I'm not lazy, I'm just always exhausted. My heart, at one side of my heart, I work properly. So I just, the one side where I work properly, I do most of the work. So it is under stress, it's tiring. And now the lung disease on top of that, I can't breathe good. I'm not getting in enough air into my lungs. My lungs aren't transferring enough oxygen to my blood. So yeah, a bag of things are going on with me. So that is why that is why my boyfriend, especially, when I say I'm going to take a nap and he should wake me up at a specific time. So for example, yesterday I came home from work early. I'm lay down, and before I close my eye, I look on my phone. It was 4:28 p.m. Say, babe, wake me up so I can go live 7:30. I woke up after midnight. I said, why you never wake me up? Him say, me if you wake you up when I see you rest, because I always have trouble sleeping. So when I'm actually sleeping, it blow me, make me sleep. Yeah. So no matter what I go to the doctor for, whatever test they do, it always shows them somehow that I don't get enough rest. I always have trouble sleeping. I twist and turn and moan and groan a lot in my sleep. And the last doctor I went to about that, because I was having pain in my neck and my hands, and that doctor revealed to me that I have nerve damage in my neck that affects my neck, my shoulders, and my hands. He revealed to me that I do not get enough sleep, and it's been years. And I said, yeah, but sometimes I take sleep aid, sometimes I take pills to help me sleep. And he says, even when you take those pills and they make you sleep long, you're still not sleeping deep enough to get rest. I'm severely sleep deprived, guys. And people want me to have picking it. You're crazy? Listen, my whole work on my health first. Hello, Major Smith. I have to work on my health first. Yeah, I have heart disease. I have a rare and progressive heart disease called arrhythmogenic right ventricular dysplasia. So the right side of my heart is severely diseased. I have 2 leaking valves. My right ventricle doesn't work properly. The right side of my heart, the wall is thinner than it should be. My heart is slightly enlarged, and my heart beats fast and irregular to the point where it can send me into cardiac arrest just like that. So it's dangerous to the point where I can be sitting here and me just go so boom, and me dead. Just like that. My heart will arrest me just like that. That is why I have to wear the battery, which is my safety net. This prevents me from going into cardiac arrest. It gives me therapy. So when my heart is beating too fast, it shocks my heart to slow it down. But those shocks feel like a horse's kick to the chest, brother. Me not like it. First time it shocked me, I message my doctor and say, look here, I come in Monday, take you back. I'm not want this. Yeah, you can take it back. Take it out. Take it back. Take it out back. I don't bother want this. This not nice. But he had to reassure me and calm me down that, hey, we went through a lot to get this device for you. And if you didn't put it in, when you put it in, you would have died by now. And this battery shocking you just now literally saved your life. It saved you from going into cardiac arrest. So, thank you, Rasta Chris. So, yeah, it no. I tell you guys, it's not pretty at all. It not pretty. And it's one of the reasons why, even with trying to exercise, I was a gym junkie from 2020 to for about 3 or 4 years. No, 2 or 3 years. But then when I got the blood clots in my lungs, I had to cut, like, no physical activity. When I got the blood clots in my lungs, I was in hospital for a while. I couldn't do nothing for myself. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do nothing. Even when I came out of hospital, the doctor said, when you go home, the only place you should walk to is the bathroom, or if you're coming back for a checkup, you walk to the car. That is it. So I was bedridden for months, and at one point I was on 17 pills a day, different medication, and they blew me up. And then I started exercising last year, June, and I was consistent for about 6 weeks. And then I had to take a break because my heart started acting up. It's always something. So I had to take a break because my heart was acting up, yeah? And then when I wanted to start back, boom, blood clots in my lungs. Yeah? And then after the blood clots cleared, we realized that it left me with lung disease. So I couldn't do nothing for a while. But I got the go-ahead to slowly get back into exercising. So I'm going to start working out again next week. I have to take it slow. And I'll have to work out with a breathing instrument in my mouth, which is going to be hell because I already can't breathe properly. But it's to train my lungs, yeah? I had to do, what the test name again? A pulmonary function test on my lungs. And that test revealed that my lung function capacity was 49%. And when I did that test and I showed it to my heart doctor, him said, no. Him said, whoa. This not right. Do this over somewhere else with another doctor because there's no way how we reach Yasso. So do over the test, and he included another component that we were to test for. Lo and behold, the test showed the same thing. Lung function capacity 49%. My lungs aren't transferring oxygen to my blood properly. And to be honest, my lungs will never be 100% again. But we can try to move from 40% and increase that. So I'll be working on that, and of course I will take you on the journey with me. I accidentally sent an invitation to somebody. Please ignore that. Whoever is TVJ News, yes, you can inbox me. You can always inbox me, guys, as long as you make sense. If you just send me a message and just say hi and left it there, so I'm not gonna answer that. I'm not gonna answer that. The answer what you want, you have to go mobile for that. Cause the source of high not gonna work. I'm gonna have time for small talk. Get to the point. Say what you want to say. Hi, so and so, XYZ, the cow jump over the moon, then we can have a conversation. But the so hi or hey, it will turn in the girl Jonjo. Come and answer that. Yeah, I know Jesus can heal me. I mean, he saved me. He saved my life, literally, because all the doctors who looked at my CT scan and saw the big bulky blood clots all over my 2 lungs, they were shocked that I survived it, yeah? The parrot you want to know about? What you want to know about the parrot? Storm is such a girly girl. She gone in and get her rest. I will send you the contact for the person I got him from. And the birds that he has are tamed because he interacts with them and he hand feeds them and all of that. So they're used to human interaction. Right, Wizzle? Give me a kiss. 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 Yeah, kiss. No, kiss me. Same ring. Kiss. The same ring. Kiss. You faced it. Good job. Make me feel. Why make me feel beg so? You ready to go to your bed? And he is so spoiled and loves comfort. Let me show you. Step up. Up. Good job. Come. Step up. Wait. So see closing eye. He's enjoying this. He's my little baby. And my co-workers love him and love Storm. I take them to work with me every day. Once I get to work with them, I let them out of the cage and them walk up and down in the yard. They go to my co-workers. My co-workers walk up and down with them. My co-workers carry them go road with them. They're living their best life. Alice Palmer, hi. Oh, you message me? Okay, I'll respond. You see how I'm all over them head? Go in search of a church that can help you on your journey. I have a personal relationship with God. And God will lead me to the right place at the right time to the right person when he's ready to heal me. Man, I run it down. I'm going to dig time and hurry make them put them corrupt hand in my head. Say them a pray for me. Nah. And maybe my healing won't come through a church or through somebody. Maybe God will just lay him hand upon me one night while me in my bed asleep and I wake up, God, doctor, and me alright. Yeah, just saying. Gary, hello. Maxford Smith, hi. See how I'm closing my eye? Spot. They love this. Yeah, do it. Maxford, I'm good. How are you? Guys, let's close out at 20,000 likes. Everybody wrap it up right now, please and thank you. Let's wrap it up. Also, if you have not subscribed as yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just click my picture up here. You'll see my profile come up. Click my profile. When you go to my profile, you'll see a link in my bio. It takes you straight to my YouTube channel. Go over there and subscribe. You can do it right now while you're on the live. It won't bump you off. So go over there and subscribe, yeah? And ensure when you go over there, you watch a couple of the video them so that I can get back my watch hours. I lost over 400 watch hours, brother. It is so, let me tell you, discouraging. It make me want to give up. Because to monetize on YouTube, you have to get 4,000 watch hours, 1,000 subscribers. past the 1,000 subscribers long time. I was at 2,800 something watch hours and climbing, but you have to get the 4,000 watch hours within 365 days. So you see all of the watch hours when I get a year ago, all of them just are gone. Every day I wake up, 20 gone, 50 gone. Bruh, I lose over four. You know how one watch hour hard forget? I'm gonna lose over 400, brother. And I said I really wanted to get monetized by summer, but Jaja. Ornella, this is a cockatiel. It's a parrot, but it's a cockatiel. Rosie Bent, yep, that is it. I've come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord. He never fails me yet. Right, Whistle? Kiss. Why I turn back? Kiss. Kiss. Good job. Ready for bed? Hmm? No, no. Don't pull out my nose ring. Leave it. I love you. He mimics your whistles as well. But him no whistle at night time. When at night time, them just want God in bed. Them are old people. Well, they're babies, but as night come, them want God in bed. Storm in the cage. She gone in our bed gone long time. Ready for your bed whistle? Guys, I'm going to put my son to bed. I'm going to put him in the cage and cover the cage so they can be in complete darkness. If I ever put them in the cage and I'm ready to go to bed, and the cage no cover and a bare light, yeah, you hear them call me, and I know their sounds of calling. And once I cover the cage, them gone, them out. Kiss. No nose ring, kiss. Good job. Charles Samuel, oh no, Mr. Charles hasn't come back on as it. We're still working out the time and date for him to come back on. Ready for go to bed? Go on. Go on. Go, Whistle. Night, night. Good night. Wiz is a Velcro baby. Stick on for me like crazy. Everywhere I go in the house, Wiz follow behind me. Everywhere. If I go to the bathroom, if I sit down on the toilet, Wiz will come in there and sit down on my foot until I'm done. If I'm in the shower and the bathroom door is open, I'm gonna come stand up right at the shower door. See me put him down for go in bed and see when I'm there, they're right at my foot. I'm not gonna come. And then I'm gonna put him in the cage and cover it up. Thank you, Rosie. Punky, hello. Thank you for the kiss, Whistle. Thank you. Thank you. Can I get one more? One more? Oh, scratch, scratch, look. I love feeling him against me. His feathers feel so good. Cutie patootie. Alright guys, I'm going to put my child to bed. I mean, so I forgot my bed because I wanted to study because I have class on Saturdays and I have class this Saturday, and the field I'm doing, I have to know the skeletal system, the muscular system, the nervous system. Murder. I wanted to study, but right now probably just tidy and go on my bed, God no. And if I wake up another hours, I just study till a time for go to work. What about Floyd Green? Yeah, I'm working on getting Minister Green on. I'm going to call his advisor tomorrow and we'll just set a date for one day next week, or the week basically done. Unless I can try to get him on for Thursday, but if Thursday doesn't work, then it has to be a Labor Day out, because he'll definitely be working in his constituency. More than likely he'll be working in his constituency, so it would have to be one day next week. But I have been in dialogue with his advisor and we're setting a date, so you can look out for that. And Minister Green is always willing to come on to chat, to give us updates and all of that. So night night guys, I will catch you tomorrow. I will catch you guys tomorrow, and thank you so